Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 35. And as you can see, I am once again with you mid-run, and I have just turned in the elevator quest. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to record it because I've tried this so many times, and in one previous run, I was 4 coins away from being able to turn it in, and then I got into a room where 3 different enemies spawned or were right inside the door, fired at me at once, and it was pretty much impossible to dodge, and I didn't have time to fire off a blank, and I had half a heart, so I got hit once and died. But as you can see, I have plenty of health now. I also didn't expect to be able to turn in all of the parts of the elevator quest at once. I was, of course, still on the part with the keys and coins. Needed 5 keys and 240 coins to turn in. And I just got that and turned it in. Then he needed a master round from the previous floor, the 3rd floor, which I happen to have, and I don't have any proof of that right now really, but as you can see I flawlessed the 1st and 2nd bosses as well, and the 3rd of course, but I lost that master round because I turned it in to the elevator guy. And then he wanted 20 hegemony credits, which I also happen to have collected during my attempts to complete this quest. Now I have 11 left. But yeah, so once I return to the breach, now what's that? I will have the shortcut to the 4th floor available. And we'll then be able to pick 2 of the weapons from the rat, presumably. Instead of the 1 you get at floor 3. And hopefully I'm recording this now, mid-run, because hopefully we'll make it through the 4th boss and get into the forge again and be able to explore that for a bit. And I can now, of course, use money again, which is nice. We have a cells creep here. I also have the Elder Blank, which I found on this floor. Would have been nice to have earlier. As you can see, I have quite the arsenal. I got the sling on the 1st floor and used that to flawless all of the bosses up until this point. And it has been invaluable for that. I haven't used the AK yet. I've used this once. I haven't used this. Used this a couple of times. I've been mostly using this, the mahogany, and it's been pretty amazing as a general weapon. It has a lot of ammo, and it's kind of a grenade launcher. It's been very, very useful. I might sell some of these. Actually, no. But I can sell these junk bags. I'm not going to need them. I would have to be really desperate if I found the garbage cannon and used that with all of these other amazing weapons. Was the weapon on sale in here? Oh, yeah, the jar of bees. Well, I don't want that. I'd rather keep the Elder Blank and the lockpick, unsurprisingly. So let's take on this boss. And it's this one. The Wallmonger, Demon Mortar. I haven't actually fought this before. Perhaps once. Dang it. Oh well. I think I've actually bought this thing once and I survived for like a couple of seconds or something. So that's a shame we didn't make it to the forge. If it had been one of the other bosses. Actually, the only other boss is that the High Priest. I think it might be. It's the only one I remember. And I mostly get that one. And I've pretty much only gotten that one except for one other occasion, like I said. So, pretty much never fought the Wallmonger, really. It's probably the longest I've survived. Moving felt really weird for some reason. I can't quite explain why. Let's see if we have something to do here. Nope. Still 4 lead maidens left. But we can now go in here, and of course we will... I've never recorded this before, but when you talk to the elevator guy here, he unlocks something. The Gungeon, okay? He finds something. He always drops it down the shaft, of course. And now we should be able to go down to the hollow directly, which might give me some practice. Also something else happened. I have encountered the Gunsling King here in the I think you encounter him on the 3rd floor. And when I did that today, during the the last run, I should say, he told me to talk to him up in the breach, because I had amused him, apparently. So, let's talk to him and see what happens. Ah, the young slinger. Thou hast brought me much amusement. Alloweth it never be said that I'm not a generous patron. We have donated this trinket to the acquisitions department on thy behalf. Now moveth along, Slinger. The owl. Okay. Does that mean we can buy it? No, it should be unlocked. So we unlock the Gungeon, which is a gun, of course. The owl. So presumably we'll be able to find that down in the Gungeon. Oh, the microtransaction gun. 100 credits. Wow. The railgun, I want that. And the Yari launcher. Can't really afford any of these, unfortunately. Space friend. I think that's a little ship that follows you around and shoots at enemies. Can't unlock anything there. I want to unlock the Abyssal Tentacle because I want to know what that looks like. It's probably a gun, I would guess. And I could unlock the ration, but I'd rather unlock some of the more interesting things. And because I've played as the pilot for so long, trying to do the stupid elevator quest, I'm going to switch to the hunter now mid-episode. And we're going to take this shortcut and see what kind of weapons we get. Of course, we have to try it out. Alright, so now presumably we get to pick 2 of these. And the Void Core Assault Rifle is pretty good. And the Alien Engine is very good. Not quite a fan of the Cold 45, which is a weapon I have unlocked during my many runs. The Alien Engine is actually really good. But it does put you in harm's way, of course. But it does a lot of damage. And it also sets things on fire, of course, which is pretty useful. Ooh. Never seen one of those before, I don't think. Golden coin. Gave me 50 coins, it looks like. Whoop. That was close. But yeah, the Alien Engine is really good. It does a lot of damage. but it requires you to get right up to an enemy, of course, which is not always advisable, especially with enemies that don't die quickly. And I just jumped that guy twice, which is kind of stupid. You can stop that. Ow. But yeah, I've had a pretty good run where I used the engine. And it's of course very good against enemies that don't really attack you back, at least not directly, like these things. The ammo also lasts a right long time. Not to mention that, as you can see, it's very quick. I like the alien engine. It's nice. At least when I don't bump into enemies while trying to get them. We have a skeleton. Probably going to be a little more careful now because lasers are annoying. There it is. Let's shoot the wall. Ow. I did not expect that quickly. Oh well. Let's do a quick restart. We should get the same weapons, so we should get the assault rifle and the alien engine again. Because as I found out, you get the same weapons until you keep getting the same weapons until you defeat the boss on the floor. So we'll keep getting the assault rifle and the alien engine until I've defeated the first floor boss once. And it only counts if you do it once, or after having used the shortcut as well. So if you do a run where you start from the beginning, and you get to the fourth floor, in this case, and you defeat the boss, it's not going to change the weapons. Let's try to be a little more conscious of what I charge at now. Like that. That went very well, I would say. Okay. Use it to propel yourself, which is handy sometimes. Ow. Got a little ahead of myself there again, but that doesn't matter. We can just restart again and we'll get the same weapons as last time. Haven't even made it to it. But doing this should give me a lot of practice with the 4th floor. There's nothing stopping me from trying a different combination as well, though. Of course, if I want to. Well, that was silly. Oh well. I'm kind of careless right now because I haven't really spent a lot of time getting here, so... And I know I can just restart this exact scenario however many times I want. So... that makes me a little reckless, I suppose. But that is fine. And now, of course, as I said, once we make it to the boss and defeat it, doing this, we will be getting a different set of weapons next time, which, of course, have a chance to not be quite as good as the ones we have now. So I almost don't want to make it to the boss, I just want to keep playing with these weapons. At least that's how I feel right now. Really hate these stupid bad things. Nice. Not doing very well health-wise, but fine. Dang. Rolled the wrong way there. Unfortunate. One hit away from death again. But hey. Maybe want to take out that. It's nice to have a good long-range weapon along with a very good short-range weapon. It's for a very nice combination. Nope, I don't get to do that. This way again, I see. Well, like I said, we have the long range. Let's take out things then. There we go, nice. There's no doors over there, so I just need to go there. The boss, which I'm not going to face yet. The dog is staying on the platform for some reason. Alright, we have a one-way door down there. A buffy guy, which I'm going to Oh well. I'll just restart again. Of course, I'm not earning any hegemony credits doing this, because I never get to the boss. The best way to do that is, of course, to start over from the beginning and to play through all the bosses. It's a pretty obvious drawback of the shortcuts. But like I said, I'm mostly doing this for practice. On the 4th floor, this has a lot of unique enemies that behave very differently from the other. Oh great. A skeleton. That was close. Going to take out this guy. Oh, that actually temporarily disabled the skeleton. Move that almost again. See, these guys are not easy to fight, so getting practice with them is probably a very good thing. I think that's probably what the shortcuts are for, to be able to practice it and then do a proper run, because you need to access the gun components, of course. Do have a key. Get the radioactive uranium amulet. Blanks poison. Not a big fan of the amulets. Blanks are something you get to use very often. If you stand in your gun inside of something, you can't fire. I've discovered. I noticed that while standing too close to a chest. Well, trying to shoot it because I broken it with the lockpick. Nice. Extra key. And I walked up too close, so the gun is inside of where the barrel was inside of the chest. And I found that it would fire. That was close. Alright, we have the shop behind a locked door. Not sure I want to open that. At least not right now. Alright. That's kind of a useless trap. Although I suppose it might make fighting slightly more dangerous. Damn. That didn't go as well as I liked. Down to one hit again. There's the that room. I prefer not having enough skeleton spawn. Get him? No. There we go. No skeleton this time. Come here. No. You can go away. coffins. I think we should have time for 1 or 2 more tries before the end of the episode. Maybe... let's change it up a little bit. I like the alien engine, but I'm going to try the... Nice. Impressed with myself there. I'm going to try the cold 45. That was worse. I wonder if you get to kill that thing at some point. Or if it's just always going to be immortal. The Colt 45 isn't bad. This just doesn't have the same punch as the engine. Maybe I should have grabbed the engine and the Colt 45 instead. Because now I pretty much just have 2 long-range weapons. There we go. Still being careless, as you can probably tell. Really doing a good job dodging anything right now. Alright, no longer at death's door. Back with a little bit of extra health. I wonder if you can make two engines crash. Oh, you could. One killed the other by pushing into it. There. I actually like the Colt 45. It's nice. Probably try it with the engine next time, but I don't think we are going to for another run in this episode. So we're going to head back to the breach. Now, I haven't earned any credits, of course, and unfortunately the lead maidens don't appear on the 3rd or 4th floor, apparently. They seem to be limited to the 2nd and 3rd floor. Huh? I don't know what he was talking about. I kind of wish that the game had showed more clearly when a conversation has ended. Because sometimes you talk to someone and you just continue clicking, and you don't see when a conversation has ended and you've started a new one until you start seeing dialogue option or dialogues looping. Okay. Um, that's kind of a minor complaint, I guess. But it would have been nice if it showed more clearly when the conversation is over. Um, but yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. And in the next one, we'll probably have a proper run, and I'll probably continue practicing off camera like I usually do. Practice on the 4th floor this time. And I'll also try earning some more credits through regular runs so we can unlock something before or at the beginning of the next episode. So, with that, I will see you then.